Located deep underground, where not even a sound can be made from unknown parts in the dark away from the eye in the sky, we are able to bring you the information through the cables at no borders as we expose the new world order. This is MnR Live TV Show, and tonight's special topic will be fluoridation and the new world agenda. And what is fluoridation and why is it so bad? Well, we're going to get into that later on, but without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you the one and the only McDonald, the Madman Mariolaur.
Rob, you don't know how much I love this topic, how I was looking forward to doing this topic. This is like the cherry on the cake for me. You know, I just love doing this topic because it's very important. People must know what the hell fluoride is and what it does to you. But we're going to get in deep.
Yeah, well, did you know that fluoride, right? Yeah, did you know that fluoridation was used in Russian prison camps, and it produces something called schizophrenia? I bet most people didn't know this. Yes, it could, but I guess various amounts of it could actually produce something like schizophrenia. That's scary. And why is the New World Order using this, and why are dentists telling us to take this? You know, I used to take anti-caries thing with fluoride in it from maybe 2003 till 2009, 10, and I stopped using it. And when I found out about this, I completely stopped using fluoride.
I know, Rob. Me too. I still use fluoride, but you know, I'm trying to get away from it, and it's very hard.
I'd rather get cavities than get fluoride. You know, it's very, very, very bad. It causes all kinds of chemical reactions to the body. But before we get into that, do what you gotta do and promote the show.
All right, Rob. This is me.
Before you do that, this show has been brought to you by the Montreal Anti-Illuminati Task Force in collaborations with 12160.info. The floor is yours.
All right, Rob. This is me. This is who I am. This is who you want to know, right? Because you always see Robert, but me, I put on the share screen because, you know, it's way more important for you people to see what the hell we're talking about, because you want the proof, and the proof is always there in the pudding, but you're not getting pudding, you're getting the proof. So this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to switch on over and show you what you got to do, the instructions to come on the show for the future. It's fun to come on the show. I like it. I'm excited. Anyhow, this is it. We're going to do it. Okay? Okay, Rob? You ready?
Go ahead.
Go ahead? Okay. So, yes, I could see you could see it. So now this is what Robert was talking about. 12160.info. It's a blog website, right?
Yeah, and it's a website resisting the New World Order.
And as I scroll down, because I like to scroll down, I'm a scroller, this is the information. The title first, the information, then you got the video. Wherever you see the video, all you have to do is click play, and if, of course, you don't see this video, just have to hit refresh, and you shall see this video. And right underneath, there's Chatango, and this is where everybody likes to participate. Look at that. We got new people in the Chatango, and I'm very excited to see who's in there. And you know, you could participate. Tell us how you feel. Tell us exactly if you're against us, comments. Be nice, be diplomatic. You know, don't troll, because we don't like trolls. Anyhow, so that's 12160. Next, the beautiful MnR Productions, Mariolaur.blogspot.ca. Very simple in a nutshell. It's right here. You got the beautiful Montreal in the background, then you got MnR Productions, then right here you got the same thing like the 12160, you got the title, the information. Here you just hit play. If you don't see the video, hit refresh. Always nice if you bookmark this link so you can see our older shows if you have nothing else to do or you're pretty bored, and wherever you may be, you can look at us even on the phone, wherever you want to go. You're always on the go, no problem. You can bring us along. You see, we started in 2006. and all the way up to now, so you can watch our older stuff. And here you could you know, participate in the show, like the same thing. If you're not on 120, 160, you can come here. Now I'm going to show some pictures that are on the conspiracy talk, but because I said, you know what, they're too deep into the conspiracy talk, I said, let me just put it here, so like that it's easier to get. This I shared from other places all over the net. You can find these pictures. So I just took them and I pasted them here. So now we'll just go into detail, but then we'll get into the news. I just want to show some of these.
But don't forget to talk about the conspiracy talk.
Yes, Rob, that's coming. That's next. I didn't forget. I'm just going to say, because that's the hottest thing right there on the net. So we're going to hit, you know me, I like to save the best for last. Well, this show, everything's the best for last, but anyhow, so let's just analyze this picture, okay? What do you think, Rob?
The fluoride isn't the drink in the water is safe for you to drink. Cool story, bro. Look at that. Look at the tank. I mean the truck with fluoride in it.
Yes. You see, we're going to get more into details later on, but I'm just showing you what we post in the conspiracy.
And it does say poison on it.
So this is it, you know? They put actually poison.
Yeah, exactly.
Next picture, crest. See what it says here? Keep out of reach of children under 6 years of age, you know?
If more than used for brushing is accidentally swallowed, get medical help or contact a poison control center.
It says do not swallow. It shows right there, do not swallow.
Yeah, do not swallow. It says that. And the funny thing is that you can only use a pea-sized amount under children under 6 years old.
And that's ridiculous if you ask me. It's ridiculi. Anyhow, the next one. These, like, because me, you know me, I like looking at pictures, right? I'm a pictorial person. This is what all these industries uses of fluoridation is, you know? This is what they use fluoride.
One of them I do not understand is computer screens. They wash the computer screens with fluoride.
It looks like plastic, silicone, glue, insecticides. Look at this.
Ceramics, yes, yeah, so and then we put they expect us to put this in our bodies, like with mouthwash.
Yeah, it's metal cleaner, but it's not just mouthwash. Mouthwash is just the tip of the iceberg. This is what gets to me the most, that they want to put it in drinking water. You know, you see that?
I know exactly.
So they
use poison to clean teeth. You know.
Yeah, so that's it for that. Yeah. I mean, people left all kinds of comments on the conspiracy talk, but like I said, you know, it's like I'm just rounding everything up. And here,
nursery.
One, nothing to worry about here when they put it in little kids drinking water. You know, next.
No wonder they get more and more sick. And this one, I like this picture coming up next. It's very funny. Not funny, but you know. Why was fluoride in Nazi prison camp water? Why is fluoride a main ingredient in Prozac and sarin nerve gas? Why is it added to the water supplies in the USA? Why doesn't anyone care? Because they're all on fluoride.
I like that picture too. Now exactly. This one, it really doesn't have much to do with fluoride, but you know, now you're probably saying, but why, right? Well, because they're soon going to be forcing us, it looks like, to drink water from the bottles. Now everybody's saying, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? Drinking water, but the next one is going to explain it all. This shows all the amounts of fluoridization that's in the drinking water of the bottles.
Oh boy.
There's no escaping it, you know? And that is why they want to force us.
But there's other effects besides keeping us docile.
Well, yeah, there's a reason why, but that's why we're going to be going in like 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, we're going to be going deeper into it, right, Rob? This is just to show pictures, because pictures mean usually 1,000,000 words, right? Or is it 1,000 words? Anyways, all these pictures could be found in the next thing I'm going to show after this last picture. Now this is a bag that shows exactly what it is. It's toxic, you see? Sodium fluoride is toxic. You see that? Keep that in mind, people. Always very important to know.
We even did a show. We even did a video once on what was it? Sodium poisoning. Back in maybe 2010.
Yeah, we were sitting outside in a park. So that's it for that. Now let me go to, because there's so many goods. This is what everybody has been going crazy and talking about, and people are joining like so many times within the day. Now,
like we got 187 new subscribers to the Conspiracy Talk members added just this week alone. 187. It's really growing. I think it's the fastest growing group on conspiracies on Facebook currently.
It's hot. It's like a hot potato.
It's the hottest one, yeah.
Handle. So this is it. This is how you, if you want to look at the future shows, whenever we have future shows, it's always pinned up. The first article you see, just go on there and you click the link, and it'll bring you to the 12160. And we'll just analyze some more things that are going on in the group. This we're going to be talking about soon.
ISIS, yeah.
That I'm promoting the show. Thank you everybody for showing up. You know, you give us the inspiration.
I love you guys in the chat room watching. It just makes us like feel like we're doing our job and people want to see the information. Like I told people here, it's not for me and Mary to be seen over here. It's for us to be seen to give the information. That's why we're here.
Yeah, and someone posted up September 11th. You know, and everybody's leaving comments. Of course, do leave comments, but there's one thing. No spammers allowed, or trollers. If you troll, people don't like that. If you spam, I don't like that.
I know a couple of days ago there was somebody putting on sunglasses.
Now, this one I was looking at yesterday, there's actually an alien here, right?
I saw the video, yeah.
And Rich Van Daniken there.
Yeah.
And then, oops. Oh, okay. And if you look, Miller brought up a very good point. Mr. Miller, he's always on the ball. It's like, why is that part of the picture fuzzy? Anyways, after the show, tomorrow, whenever, people go look at it and let us know what you exactly think, right? Because we're not going to be promoting it or showing other videos. We're not allowed. And sometimes I post up things with logic because that's what we're trying to be, where it's all about logic, you know.
Yeah, folks, I don't know, someone in the chat room said that it keeps freezing. Is our show keep freezing on people, or just certainly someone? Let us know in the chat room.
Yes, on Chatango. So we have very important people always posting on here. We thank you very much for posting. I mean, look, we could do a full show just on what goes on in the conspiracy talk. You know that? I mean,
yeah.
People are just like, they're just posting such interesting stuff. I won't go too deep into it. That's why I didn't want to go look at the pictures, because I find the pictures are, you know, there's just so many. People post, I post, and, you know, look at this, people participating.
It's great, though. It's wonderful.
Yeah, people get angry. But, you know.
That's what we like. The more people post, the better it is. You know.
And of course, you got this, my favorite, and that's how we'll end it. You know, we'll end this part because we want to get to the news, right? There's a lot of hot topics, and time is just like against us. Time is not on our side.
Exactly.
Never. We're always running out of time. So I'm going to close that.
To the news, and we'll see what's hot this week, because we've got a lot of news. And right here, the first piece of information is from Infowars.com. Alex Jones and Steve Sotloff beheaded by ISIS state.
Now, Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, you know, I'm disappointed in all of this. You know why? You know why I'm disappointed? They should have asked George Lucas to do the filming. or to do the production work.
Yeah, eh?
It was so amateurishly done, it's not funny. Then they
Well,
use different angles of the camera just to show, like, you know, hey, look, it's professionally done. And, like, you could tell it was done in a studio. And it's almost like the first one, the Foley story. That's why I had to bring this up, hot news
I mean, most people
first.
wouldn't believe it, though. Most people would say, well, what, are you crazy or something? Because this was done behind a green screen.
Yeah, it was Hollywood done, but they should have done it in Hollywood. Like, um, they should have asked George Lucas to actually do it, you know, for them. But that's my take. I'm sure you got your opinion on this too, Rob.
I just think that ISIS is getting very powerful, and we're gonna have to investigate into ISIS a lot more than we have, you know, because this seems to be the new Al Qaeda over here, which is obviously sponsored by the CIA themselves, created, you know.
And that was yesterday's article. This is more recent because, you know, we like to get straight on to the news, the recent news. Basically, it's the same thing, you know. It's an independent.co.uk. I don't know if I really don't know if this is mainstream, but our opinion is just that it's not real. It's garbage. Just trying to put fear in us again.
Because what they want to do is they want to do a false flag attack in the United States, you know, rumored to be a city, you know, and something big it's gonna happen. I just feel something's gonna happen between that, the economy, Ebola. It's all coming together, you know.
They're just trying to fear the sheep. That's what they're trying to do. That's it for that article. Now, what we posted up on the conspiracy talk, there was something that you really wanted to talk about. Hold on, let me just focus. Okay, this is what you want to talk about, right? Speaking of ISIS.
Yeah, well, yeah. Breaking ISIS to attack on 9/11, 2014. Get this link out. Videos and links. We all know what's coming. We just didn't know what or when. Here is a leak by Fox News saying that ISIS has planned to attack the U.S. on none other than 9/11, 2014, the day historical to us all. The day led us to where we stand now. Where will it lead us if another attack happens on this day? There are a lot of worries being voiced across the board, from Chuck Hagel to Rick Perry, saying that the next 9/11 is imminent. Did they actually mean the exact date of 9/11? Well, according to Fox News leak, they did. This seems like the perfect timing for Obama has finally authorized attacks on ISIS. Video proof below. So
Yeah, so there's videos. Oh, by the way, before we continue, every link that I post up on here, that we post on here, will appear in the description underneath the video for all the new people, the new viewers that are viewing us right now. And do leave comments underneath the video once the video is recorded. Feel free to leave comments if we do any mistakes, but be nice to us. Don't be too rough on us, right, Rob?
Yeah, the thing is, ISIS has been rumored to detonate something in New York City, a bomb or something. Not New York City. What am I saying? No, always New York City. You see, I mean, in a city in the U.S. Sorry about that, folks. Could be New York. Hope not. Hopefully, in fact, it's not no cities at all, you know. But there's more of the attack, more talk, more information right here on the attack that's gonna happen, that they're saying is gonna happen very soon on 9/11. But that would be something, though. 9/11, another attack on the same day. I don't know.
I don't know.
And here's the guy that wrote it, you know, talking about the elites, what they're planning.
Okay, I guess that's it for that article, right?
Yeah, it is.
Very, very interesting findings. Thank you to the people that posted it on the Conspiracy Talk. Now, this next article that's popping up, Rob, is going to get you very upset. Very, very upset. Hold on. Okay. And it's just around the corner. I know it doesn't
Climate
feel
change
like it.
doesn't mean fewer blizzards. Climate change doesn't mean fewer blizzards, Eddie.
You know what that means? That we're expecting more blizzards. You don't need to read this. I mean, there's nothing.
It's all done by heart. You think the New World Order wants us to have like nice weather, you know? Like I'm surprised we've been having nice weather here now, but it's that the Canadians have one thing to look forward to. It's global. It's less snow. Yeah, right. There's more snow. Last year we had so much snow.
And
you know what the worst thing is, folks? It's not just the snow that gets to me. Yeah, snow's bad, but it's the cold. When it's the freezing cold, no one wants to be outside when it's freezing cold in weather like this. It's terrible. And I do hope that we have fewer and fewer blizzards, because it's not good at all. Not where we live, and I know a lot of people that don't want to have blizzards here. It's terrible. Just look at this picture over here. I don't know if any of our viewers that live in winter type environment, they know what this is all about, and it's not fun. Not at all. I'm telling you. Yeah, so climate change, yeah, that's what's going to be happening in the near future. We'll see what's going to happen. This is in March, Nova Scotia, March 26, 2014. Now, in March 26, almost April, you shouldn't be having blizzards.
hello, hello, hello.
I'm here.
Hello. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So that's it. The next. Hold on, Rob.
All right, so that's it, folks. So the thing is, I am wondering what's going to happen with this cold weather happening. I hope it's not going to be too bad this year, you know, because between that and, well, right now hurricane season is going to be happening soon. Well, in September, and now it's hurricane season. And I hope there's not going to be too many hurricanes, because hurricanes, what happens is in hurricane over here, there's a lot of rain, and a lot of rain, and I can't stand rain.
Yeah,
especially nice weather.
There's always weird weather that happens.
Yeah, and I'm tired of snow. In fact, I don't even want snow. I don't even want to see it.
Anyhow,
I just feel like leaving.
Moving along. Okay.
UFO.
This is the earthquake that happened.
UFO flies low over Napa after earthquake. Best UFO footage ever. Have you seen this video? This is from last week.
I haven't seen the video.
Okay.
Well, no, actually, I did see the video, but I don't believe that, you know, it's caused by UFOs, but, you know, because that's what they're trying to say.
Well, right here, and that's the what is that? That looks like some kind of car.
Yeah, that's the UFO.
Either it could be a real UFO, it could be Project Bluebeam, you know.
Anything is possible to link it to the UFO.
Anything's possible. I mean, look at it over here. I mean, earthquake. An earthquake happens and this UFO, but that doesn't look like a typical UFO. Hey?
That's the video, and they spotted it. So
it looks like some kind of I don't know. It looks like something remember, you've seen those UFOs sometimes where it's shaped like a snake and everything. You've seen those on the Watcher series. That's what it looks like. Maybe it's just more illusions.
It is.
The people who do these things. It could be a space program, deep space program, or the fallen angels as described in the Bible. You know what we need to do? We need to get someone from MUFON on our show.
Yeah, but they just deny everything, MUFON.
No, MUFON, not NASA, MUFON.
Yeah, they tend to deny if they see stuff. Like I was watching a video yesterday. You should watch it. They were like saying no, there was no UFOs that were on the area. I was like freaking out yesterday.
I said MUFON because they're supposed to be on our side.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I found it very weird yesterday that MUFON was saying that there was no UFOs in that area in Texas.
Texas. Okay. Texas. I thought I heard something about Texas. Yeah, that's the video I was watching in Texas.
Yesterday I put up something on a conspiracy talk.
I think that's what that's the video I've seen, you know, on it.
Okay. The next one, just the headings. You see this, Rob? We got to look at more into the sky. I'm telling you, because that's all I do is I look at the sky. People know I look at the sky.
There have been about 15,000 UFO sightings in Canada in the past 25 years. Some in our own backyard. Yeah, so and here they're saying in Winnipeg in 1992, and then they just keep going on about all these sightings over the last 25 years. About 13% of them are unexplained, and there were a number of quality cases reported by pilots and RCMP. The RCMP is like the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, is like the equivalent of the FBI in the States for you folks, for all you people that are in the States who want to know what the RCMP is.
Yeah, so you won't like them. They're not really our friends. Well, they are our friends, but, you know, who's controlling them? It's always the up on top of the pyramid. That's the problem. Right?
Well, yeah.
They're just trying to give order. But
over here, I mean, I've never even seen a UFO or anything similar to it.
Okay.
Okay, next information.
The next one is, this is in St. Louis.
St. Louis. Was a UFO captured on video during a St. Louis newscast? We analyzed the footage. And this is fairly new, this information right here that came to us right here, and we could see this scary
1:30 a.m.
We could see this scary video over here. A daylight storm put on a spectacular show for St. Louis Monday night. Some of the storm's flashes were used during live cutaways during the Fox 2 nightly newscast. Some viewers say they saw something strange at around 9:07 p.m. Anchor Shirley Washington explains that meteorologist Chris Higgins will be given updates over the severe weather in the area throughout the newscast. Over her voice is a view from Fox's roof camera. During that, I'm going to have to go scroll down a bit more so I could read. During that shot, something flashed across the screen. The flying object is illuminated by flashes of lightning. In the blink of an eye, it's gone. Videos from the newscast have been posted to Facebook and analyzed by Fox 2 News. Could have been anything. A UFO means an unidentified flying object and doesn't mean aliens. Yeah, we know about it. But have you noticed everything has to be posted on Facebook?
Yeah, I know, because Facebook is the hub, it seems like, of the net.
Geez, I do wonder if when the second coming happens, if they're going to go post it on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, Rob, you see it?
I see it right here. I do see it.
Again,
named Pepper will be on sale next year in the U.S. Billionaire Masayoshi Son will start selling his humanoid robots named Pepper at Sprint stores in the U.S. by next summer, part of SoftBank's push to take the technology beyond factory floors. The 4-foot robot dances, makes jokes, and estimates human emotions based on expressions. Pepper will go on sale in Japan in February for $1,900, but the company hasn't set a U.S. price.
Yeah, so that's it. You see, soon will be able to buy.
Maybe they could help us do the show.
Well, yeah, Rob, look at you. You're lucky. We'll call it Robert the Robot. One day you don't feel like doing the show, we'll just have him do the show. He'll take your place. There you go. How about that? And you could just...
There's a problem. There's a problem. I always feel like doing the show.
I know, but let's just say if one day you're feeling sick.
Oh, yeah.
Then you could sit back and enjoy the show while Robert the Robot takes over. You know?
Exactly.
And now, just before we go to break, because Trish is kind of calling us, right, and saying, when am I coming on? When am I coming on? How about this, Rob, our favorite topic, just before fluoride?
And I'm getting one in 2 weeks. A dentist exposes the root canal cover-up. What?
No, you're getting it.
Oh, I didn't tell you.
No.
Yeah. But when I found out last week, I have to go to the 19th, which is a Friday, the 19th of September. And this, I don't know why, but this to me is not even feared. One of the most feared dental procedures is the root canal. It can also be one of the most painful. For the thousands of people who have them, most are unaware of the danger it may pose to your health. More than 25 million root canals are performed each year in the United States. A root canal is a procedure where the dentist drills out decay, removes the infected pulp, and then places a file down the canal to remove the remaining pulp. The canals are then filled with a plastic material, gutta percha. The tooth is now basically dead and remains in your mouth. And then, what are the issues with root canals? The issue lies with anabolic bacteria that remains in the tooth canal, which can be released in the bloodstream, causing mild to serious health issues, such as MS, ALS, and even cancer. Dr. Hal Huggins' website shares the specific issues with having something that is dead in your mouth, which is toxic bacteria having been found when tested. Access preparations, conventional cleaning and enlargement, disinfection. So that means a lot of people are going to die from this.
Yeah, it looks like.
But, you know, I don't know. They said it's a cover-up. I didn't like, you know, the thing is with all of this is there a cover-up? Is it true? I mean, everything's no good these days, folks. This, pulling teeth, having dentures, basically eating anything, drinking anything, watching TV, everything causes all kinds of problems. So I don't know. But, yeah, so...
and then you have to get, and then after that you have to get what do you call it, a crown, and it's all money wasted, and it's all, of course, we can't forget, eh?
No.
Everything's a lie. Everything is a lie.
So is this the truth? Is this, you know, or is this just more propaganda to scare, you know? I don't know. I mean, I had root canal since 2002, and I'm all right, you know.
You have to put crowns on them. That's the thing. If you don't put crowns...
What happens if you don't put crowns? What?
If you don't put a crown on it, it will crack. So you have to put a crown.
I don't have any crowns. I don't know what I have anymore. But I'm going to 19th of September for a root canal.
No, that's not good, is it?
I don't know. To me, it's just another day like anything.
Yeah, I know, but it sucks. You know why? We don't need these problems. You know?
I know. But what can you say? That's life, you know?
Yeah.
And now you better call up Trish. And before we do that, we're going to come back and we'll be talking about fluoridation and the New World Order, the secret agenda, when we come back from break. And we'll be back very soon.
Yes, so don't go anywhere, people. Stay right here. And here she is. Here's Trish.
Natural news. Fluoride has been used for over 60 years to help prevent tooth decay. Over 60% of people in the U.S. receive fluoride in their drinking water. Some water supplies have naturally occurring fluoride in it, and some have fluoride added at a water treatment facility. Since the onset of fluoridation of the water supply, there has been a drastic reduction in the amount of tooth decay. In fact, the CDC has recognized fluoridation of water as one of the biggest public health breakthroughs of the 20th century. Why, then, is there a controversy over the use of fluoride in drinking water and as a dental supplement? Critics say that the safety and effectiveness of fluoride has never been fully proven, and that it can actually be dangerous to consume, with resulting health consequences such as neurotoxicity, cancer, and fluorosis, among others. Studies done on mice have shown varying levels of neurotoxicity when these mice were exposed to fluoride. The first major study that showed fluoride caused neurotoxicity was done in 1995 by Drive from Smolnitz on mice. All the previous theories about fluoride that the researchers were working from were proved incorrect as the research went on. The mice who were drinking fluoridated water were expected to perform tasks similarly to the control mice, and they did not. The fluoride was not expected to cross the blood-brain barrier, and it was proven that it did. 18 subsequent studies on fluoride and the brain have shown lower IQ levels in children with elevated fluoride levels, even after controlling for other factors that could cause the lower IQ, such as parental education levels, lead levels, iodine exposure, and family income. For all the studies that state that there is no association between fluoride and cancer, there are just as many noting an association. Research has shown elevated cancer rates in cities with fluoridated water, cancerous changes in liver cells, and unscheduled DNA synthesis. Fluorosis is a result of overconsumption of fluoride. Drinking water is the most significant source of fluoride, with fluoride in food, air, and toothpaste also contributing. Dental fluorosis results in staining and pitting of the teeth, with some enamel damage possible at advanced levels. Skeletal fluorosis is a more advanced and serious case of fluorosis and results in pain and impairment of joints, muscles, and tissue. The consequences of fluoride seem to outweigh the benefits, although dentists and other health professionals often disagree. Personal education about the risks and benefits of fluoride is necessary for each individual to make the best choice for themselves.
All right, thank you very much, Trish.
It was great. Was it not?
Pardon?
I said it was good.
Yes, yes.
All right. So now, what in the world is fluoride, and why are dentists saying it's good? You know, I'm trying to think there's a big dental conspiracy out here also, because they tell us root canals are no good. They say root canals are good if they're no good. Use fluoride when we're not supposed to. I mean, if fluoride even was used in Western camps and causes schizophrenia, this is not something we want to use.
No, but yet they keep forcing it on us. And look, I'll give you an example, Rob. I called, just before we get to the articles, I called Colgate Canada, right? And I spoke to this girl. I think her name was Brittany, out of all names, you know? And she's like telling me, like I'm telling her, oops, I told her, you know, I don't know if fluoride's no good, this and that. And she kept telling me, don't worry, sir, don't worry. Our products are safe. Yeah, but I said, have you done your research on fluoride? It's a toxic. It's no good. Why are you using it? And she just said, it's safe. Rob.
I'm here.
Okay, because I don't see you anymore. Anyhow, so...
Yeah, it's true. How come you don't see me anymore?
I don't know. Maybe you don't want us talking about fluoride, these big companies. So I guess we'll just jump in. And now I see you. So that's it. I mean, everybody should call their Colgate, Crest, give them all a shout and tell them that, you know, you don't want fluoride. But anyhow, let's jump right into the topic.
Right here, and the first article is expert testimony, how drinking water may be damaging your brain. And over here, it says, the first article right here, the fluoride debate is changing. As more and more Americans are becoming aware of the known health risks of water fluoridation, city councils across the country are beginning to give the residents a choice when it comes to fluoridated drinking water, with many adding fluoridation measures to upcoming ballots. Fortunately, the Americans are using their votes to keep this highly toxic fertilizer in this industry byproduct out of their drinking water. The fluoride added municipal water supplies is a toxic byproduct from the fertilizer industry, a rarely discussed fact. And it says here, Dallas is on the verge of ending water fluoridation. Yes, so Dallas, they're doing a meeting, and they want a 15 council member agree with Umbra's message that water fluoridation in the city deserves a closer look. That'd be nice if they took out the fluoridation in Dallas, but I think most cities have fluoride in the waters.
Yeah, there's a lot of big cities, but
and in Canada also. But we'll get into that later on.
The thing is once they stop using it, they have to probably change the piping, because the fluoride will still be in the piping. That's how dangerous it is. It's a toxic. It's even hard for for fluoride to leave our body once it's in it.
How long does it stay in our body?
There's some certain foods that we can eat that gets rid of it, but it takes time, you know?
I agree with you. But, you know, the thing is with fluoride, why is it so good? And here's 12 reasons why fluoridation must be challenged. And here, I'm not going to read all the lists, but here's a good chart right here. Once fluoride is added to the water supply, there is no way of controlling the dose. It goes to everyone, regardless of age, weight, need, or nutritional status. And it's also toxic, also.
Very toxic. We gotta always remember that.
So we wouldn't want that. We want to take it. You know, I mean, if it's a chemical, basically.
Yeah, but Rob, what I don't understand is, it says on the bottles, we showed you before, right? The pictures. If you weren't paying, if you came late, or I don't know what you were doing, or if anybody out there was doing something else, it's like, here it is. It says on the what do you call it? The toothpaste. It says not to eat, and here they are. They're adding it into the drinking water. What? This doesn't make sense. You know.
The thing is, I think, did Hitler put it also in the drinking water?
Yeah, to dumb it down people.
Yeah, to keep them docile. Fluoride addicted to list chemicals that cause brain damage, along with mercury and lead. And it says over here, the debate over the dangers of fluoride has been ongoing for more than 6 decades, despite the fact that study after study has confirmed that fluoride is dangerous, toxic, poison, and bioaccumulates in your body while being ineffective, folks, at preventing dental decay. So what exactly does fluoride do for your brain? Well, what it does is, it does brain damage, impaired fetal brain development. What, Mario?
You know what's the irony? Mercury. You know they used to put mercury in our teeth as tooth fillings?
Back in the 70s, 80s, 90s?
Everything, yeah. I don't get this. Why are they killing us like this? It's kind of scary, you know?
Well, we know why.
Yeah, I know. They want to depopulate.
It's done legally, and it takes time to kill us. It's a slow kill, soft kill, slow kill. It's not something that will do. It just takes over time. And look at all what it does right here, all the damage. Drinking water doesn't prevent cavities. Or does it? No.
No, it doesn't, because fluoride doesn't do anything. It's odorless. It doesn't do anything to do with the teeth. It has nothing to do with cleaning teeth.
So you mean my dentist, when he ordered me that blue, remember that blue bottle I used to use back years ago? It was an anti-cavity thing. I stopped using that.
No, it's bull. It's bull all that.
I took the cavities, for heaven's sakes. And then I'm gonna use a chemical to make my body even worse than what it is. Is he freaking serious?
Yeah, man, it's all a big lie. This was all a big lie. Fluoride is useless. They don't need to put fluoride. That's what I was telling the girl out in Colgate. They don't need to. And she goes, yeah, but you know, she was an intern, and she says, yeah, you know, it's safe. Our products are safe. I bet you she doesn't know what the hell fluoride is. I told her, do your research. And
what did she say?
Because the thing is, Rob, we're doing the show now, right? Had we done, had I called, let's say, yesterday, I would have told her, you got to look at the MnRTV Live Show.
Yeah, but you have to give her a link of some kind.
Don't worry, she'll find. I would have given her my name. I would have said, just look for this, you know?
Who? Oh, yeah?
Look at Japan. It's like, why are they so obsessed with this fluoridation?
In Japan, fluoridation has been virtually non-existent since the 70s, yet rates of dental caries have declined since that time.
You know what we are? We're guinea pigs to these people. That's what we are. That's what ticks me off.
Look what it says in Canada. The prevalence of caries decreased over time in the fluoridation-ended community while remaining unchanged in the fluoridated community. Well, it's true. I've been taking fluoride or those anti-caries that have fluoride in it, and I still get cavities. I still get teeth problems. And you know it, don't you?
Yeah, we all have teeth problems. Even I have teeth problem. Gum problems, teeth problems.
Exactly, you know. But that's what I don't. That's what I don't understand is why buy all this stuff and put this chemical and it does nothing except make things worse. Then more than 600 medications promote tooth decay by inhibiting saliva. More than 100 U.S. communities have ditched water fluoridation, and it talks about the cities here, like Wellington, Florida, Coast Virginia, Amherst County, Virginia, Wood Village, Oregon, and California, and we go down and down, even in England, Ireland, sorry.
There's even Buffalo.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know...
Yeah, and this is very important. We gotta get into the fight against...
The fight, join the fight to get fluoride out of drinking water. Yeah, so folks, you should join it.
If your city has.
If your city has, and if you're concerned about it, and you don't want to get poisoned anymore, well, I suggest you do this.
The mecca of all cities with technology is coming up in a few seconds, and it's right here, because you know they're always up with technology.
Israel has officially banned fluoridation of its drinking water, and this is fairly new information. The 8/29th of 2014, and right here it says on Tuesday of this week, August 26th, Israel officially stopped adding fluoride to its water supplies. The decision has been lauded by various right groups, but criticized by many in the medical and dental communities as a serious mistake. As the Times of Israel puts it, the tasteless, colorless chemical is put into water for the purpose of reducing cavities, but critics say that it amounts to mass medication and forces people to consume the substance whether they want it or not. By law, fluoride has been added to public drinking water supplies of large Israeli towns since the 1970s, and until this week, about 70% of the country was fluoridated. For comparison, 67% of Americans receive fluoridated tap water. Health Minister Yael German announced last year that she planned to end the practice, but faced a wave of backlash. Undeterred, she said earlier this month that she has nevertheless decided to end the process effective August 26th, and to not even allow optional fluoridation in communities that support it. While water fluoridation is not practiced in most of Europe or most countries worldwide, it has become widespread in the United States, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and Australia, and a few others. It remains contentious whether it is practiced, especially outside the United States. However, fluoridation was once voted against in Portland and Wichita, Kansas. So you see, I mean, if even Israel doesn't want fluoridation, they're getting rid of it. They must know something.
No, for sure. I mean,
I'm surprised they even had it to begin with.
Well, they probably were tricked into it.
Something along the lines of that. And, you know...
I'm going to scroll down in case there's stuff here you want to read, but...
Talks about Germany, the fluoridation may even harm pregnant women, people with thyroid problems, and the elderly. So you see, it's not something good at all.
No.
People don't even know more about it.
But
I guess they're sheep.
I guess they do. You know what it is? They don't care. They don't care. People don't care, except for the people that are waking up now. It's time for everybody to start waking.
Like with someone in the chat room use, I use salt water.
It's the best thing.
Salt and water when I have like a pain or when I had like those problems I had last year. Salt water it helped. Not these chemicals and even my dentist last year gave me Colgate. No, yeah, some kind of Crest purple mouthwash. Tasted terrible. I'm not using it anymore. I still have it. I don't even know if it has fluoride in it, but I'm gonna go take it after the show. And I'm gonna go dump it down the
No,
toilet.
I don't think Crest, because I looked at some of the Crest mouthwashes out there, and they don't seem to have. But that one might just have it though. The purple one.
Coconut Crest, the purple one. You know the one I mean.
Yeah. It might, it might not. I'm not too sure.
I'm gonna look at it, but I used it once and it gave me bad taste and everything when I had that problem there. I don't know. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna. If it ain't broken, why fix it? Sometimes the worst thing in life, ladies and gentlemen, is when you have no problem and you try and fix something that you don't have a problem with, and it makes things worse. And then you're like with a big problem when if you wouldn't have touched anything you would have had a problem with to begin with.
But it might not have. I'm not too sure. You look into it before dumping. It might not have fluoride.
I had problems with it last year for bad taste and everything, so I don't want to trigger that. If that was the cause of it, it may not have, but I'm sure it has. And if it has alcohol in it, alcohol's no good. Like Listerine and products like that, it's no good at all because it burns them out. And Listerine can even cause cancer to a certain degree.
Yeah, stay away from Listerine with alcohol.
I've used it for years. And it's no good, but yet they still sell it. Mass production of all kinds, not just the original yellow Listerine. They have green, they have purple. They have all kinds of different ones.
You know what it is, Rob? Because people keep buying it, encourages them to do it. That's why.
They make all different kinds to sell more. In case someone says, "Oh, it's too strong." Okay, we'll make it less strong. We'll put something else more in it, and people use it, and it's no good.
So on to the next article. We're getting carried away now here, Rob.
No, we're not. I never get carried away when it comes to fluoride. You know how much I love talking about it.
Yeah, I know, but you know we're not talking about the articles.
And here's the articles are coming up next. Fluoride truth eugenics, world government, Australian attacks water supply, new world order, retard IQ. City of Saskatoon has been lying to residents about fluoride, which added to the water is a 40-year-old experiment in forced medication.
Oh boy, I feel sorry for the people out there. That's
And look at the name. Look on that tank. It's almost like it says Docileville, eh? To keep people docile. And look, public treatment water treatment plant, fine, that looks good. And they have a big fluoride with a swastika on it. Yeah. What in the hell is this swastika there?
Rob, this is just a picture. Look, you see there's a skull right there. So that's just a picture. It's okay. They're just trying to say that it's deadly and it's...
Yeah, there's a skull in the water, right? There's something in the water.
Yeah, there was. Look right there. You see the skull right there? So that's just a picture saying that it's poison and it's deadly.
Then there's a swastika right there. And look at that tank. That tank does not look good. It looks really chemical. City of Saskatoon has been lying to residents about fluoride water, which added to the water is a 40-year-old experimental and forced medication. Yeah, I read that before. I was just like so freaking out over seeing that skull over there. Probably skull and bones has something to do with it.
Probably.
City of Saskatoon has been lying to residents about fluoride, which added to the water is a 40-year-old. I keep repeating that. I think I've taken I must have drank some fluoride before or something in a toothpaste. Fluoride is good for you. That's why bags of it are scorned with giant skulls and crossbones with the words danger and poison toxic by ingestion. That's why the toothpaste tube tells you to immediately seek medical help from poison control centers if you swallow it. That's why a major scientific American report concluded that scientific attitudes towards fluoridation may be starting to shift as new evidence emerges from the poisons linked to disorders affecting teeth, bones, and the brain and the thyroid gland, as well as lowering IQ. That's why the first occurrences of fluoridated drinking water, like I said before, on Earth was found in Germany's Nazi prison camps. The Gestapo had little concern about fluoride's supposed effects on children's teeth, and the alleged reasons for mass medicating water from sodium fluoride was to sterilize humans and force the people in the concentration camps into calm submissions. Isn't it something?
Yeah.
And
Well,
what do
that's
you think
what
they
I'm
want to put that in
saying.
the American? What do you think they want to put that in the American cities? Because they plan on doing something, but they want the Americans dumbed down, docile. Don't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they want us to dumb down, you know, because that's the best way for them to get us.
Yeah, and then number 4 says, where did this idea come from? The United States or Germany? And for what purpose? Of course, this toxic waste does stay in our body of course, this toxic waste does stay in our bodies forever. It does make our teeth, bones, pineal glands, kidney, liver, etc. harder. But so would adding lead to our cars. It too would make our cars more declined to decay. But is that good and reasonable? Does sodium fluoride cause bone and dental problems? Sodium fluoride causes more problems than solutions. Fluoridating our water supplies is no answer to anything, unless there is another purpose. Do you know any of them? I could think of some. Soda pop, cereals, chocolate, vegetable, fruits, even McDonald's, yummy fries. Yummy fries. I guess they mean fries.
Yeah,
If our government regulates the fluoride in our water to 1.5 ppm parts per million, how much is my 2-year-old little girl receiving daily when she eats and drinks a ton of like she likes? The ADA, American Dental Association, states that only a small pea-sized amount of fluoridated toothpaste should be administered. If this amount is swallowed, please contact poison control immediately. Why? Well, there must be sodium in it.
You know something? When you brush your teeth, right, and you taste the mint,
right?
Aren't you like swallowing it to taste the mint?
Well, yeah, I still have it. Before the show, I brushed my teeth at 7:15. It's now 8:27, and I still have a bit of a taste of it.
So what is that? What is that flavor we have?
Well, mine has some kind of mint in it. I just do wonder if it's mint, if it's not the fluoride. But didn't they say that the fluoride is tasteless and odorless?
Yes. But that's the point is, okay, we don't taste fluoride, but obviously we're tasting the mint, so we're technically tasting the fluoride, even though it has no flavor. You understand? We're taking it in. That's my point.
Yeah, we are taking it in.
We're ingesting it. The next article.
This information that we keep getting on fluoride is not good. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Fluoride poisoning. Fluoride sounds like... Go ahead, Mario.
Could you see the writing, or I tried to make it bigger, but I can't.
I'll make it bigger because, you know, I have a hard time with my eyes sometimes. Okay, fluoride sounds like perfect. Fluoride sounds like something good, right? I mean, you find in your toothpaste as the main active ingredient, and it's added to almost all of America's public drinking water, so it has to be good for you, right? It's even found in a lot of processed foods like soda, chips, donuts, and fried fast food. But what exactly is fluoride? The truth is that although it does occur in small amounts naturally, like in natural hot springs, it is always formed along with calcium, which naturally links it makes it safe for us. But when it's added to our toothpaste and our public drinking water, there isn't enough calcium linked to it with it. And believe it or not, it's actually a man-made toxic byproduct waste material from petroleum, aluminum, steel, and fertilizer companies. That's right, it's an artificial chemical cocktail used to be labeled as hazardous waste and disposed. But of course, disposing of waste costs a lot more money than to claim it's safe and to be able to sell and make money from toothpaste companies and public water distributors. So in 1945, it was declared safe by the FDA and added to our public drinking water. In the 1970s, it was added to our toothpaste. So Mario, when we were born in the 70s, it was added to our toothpaste.
Now, wait a minute. Does the FDA, Robert, yes, I know it was added, so we've always had in our lives.
Yes.
Could we trust this FDA, knowing that they don't know what they're talking about? They didn't even know what the hell fluoride was, and if it was useful, you know?
Oh, I don't trust the FDA. I don't trust any of them because they're working for the elites. They're working for the government. They're working for the New World Order. So, you know, and what are they, you know, what the heck do you think that they want? Our best interest? I don't trust them. And look. Oh boy, I can't read all of this, but I see a world of information.
I know.
Toxic waste. It's been nearly used for 30 years in experiments. The fact of the matter is that fluoride is the #1 ingredient in any rat poison. Folks, did you hear what I just read? It's the #1 rat poison ingredient. And it's also one of the main ingredients in Prozac, used to treat depression, OCD, eating and pain disorders, and sarin nerve gas. The US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and a few other countries add a small, questionable amount of our public drinking water. But in other countries, it's illegal to do so, like in Europe. And it causes brain damage, cancer, lowering chances of reproduction. If you ever want to wipe out a certain race or reduce the population, this is the way to do it. To learn more about efforts to reduce the world population, click and research the Georgia stones, which he means the Georgia Guidestones, which we've done a show in the past about the Georgia Guidestone, folks.
Yes, all you have to do is just go in the archives on our blogs, on the MNR production blog, and you will see it. It's always posted in the description underneath the video when it gets recorded. So Rob, in other words, nobody wants this toxic waste.
No.
Nobody wants to pay it. So what are they going to do? There's millions of people on there. Give it to them. Let them die. Who cares? They're only human beings.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's just another way of the New World, the NWO, Illuminati, to do this to us. Because as I said, they have a secret agenda with the fluoride, and it's not for our own good, folks. It's not. And what gets to me with all of this is that the way they're going about it, selling it. They're even selling it. People are even willing to buy this for anti-cavities and having good breath and all that stuff.
You see, Rob, I always thought that fluoride was always associated with toothpaste. Like
I know, me too, but it's not.
Teeth, I know, but like before we were into conspiracies, fluoride is good, it's good, it takes care of my teeth, you know. But I remember back then when they wanted to put fluoride in drinking water and they showed the teeth that it was worse with fluoride than without. I was like, oh boy, man, what are they trying to do to us, these people?
I hope you're not using any kind of mouthwash with fluoride in it.
No, I'm not. Just toothpaste, unfortunately.
Mouthwash has to have no fluoride and no alcohol. I don't know if any of these exist, but
yeah, they do apparently. I don't know. We'd have to look into it, but I'm sure that there is.
Probably natural stuff in a natural pharmacy or something. But you know, it even says over here, you may simply produce toothpaste that is natural, meaning fluoride free from in most stores, although it's likely that your local store will only hold one brand of toothpaste that is actually fluoride free and may require you to search for it, since it's likely to be placed near the floor, since Colgate brands take up the cells on an eye level. So according to this piece of information, we have to look at the floor level. I feel like going to the pharmacy right now and going to look at that.
Actually, Rob, you know what? I did find toothpaste without fluoride. It was a lot more than the one without. Like, I mean, it was a lot more than the regular one, like the regular Colgate, of course, because you know how it is. Everything that's good for you will cost more than the things that aren't good for you, right? Because they want people to buy the cheaper stuff. And you know what? It was the ones for kids. There are some fluoride out there, fluoride toothpaste out there that's good. The ones that are for children, look into that. There's no fluoride in there.
Was it at the bottom?
Yes.
Eh?
On the last level, on the bottom.
Yeah, just like it says here in this article here. Okay, advantage. Okay, advantage of adding fluoride: prevention of tooth decay, only using small amounts. Now, okay, now if that's true, it prevents tooth decay, which it doesn't. We'd be all right, cool. Well, it's going to prevent it. But the disadvantage of adding fluoride causes cancer, dental fluorosis, bone fractures, docile and subservient, meaning they would be easy to compile with and take orders, drastically reduce our brain's ability to use our pineal gland, thyroid gland, lowering IQ. Is that something we want?
No. We don't deserve this thing. Nobody. We're human beings. We're priceless, and these guys want to kill us. Shame on them.
Well, add on to it, at a risk of repeating myself, we know what the 13 bloodlines want. They just want to destroy us in different types of ways, but yet they still need us. They haven't completely obliterated us yet.
No.
The
Well,
Codex.
They'll use us just to do the dirty work. Next.
The Codex Fluoride, Auschwitz, Monsanto connection. What do Codex Alimentarius, what is official food standards, the fluoridation of our water and food supplies for genocide at the Auschwitz concentration camp and Monsanto, the company responsible for genetically altering the world's food supplies, have all in common? Is there a connection that binds them, seemingly diverse organizations, together? Yes, there is. In fact, they are so extremely bound that separating them is all but impossible. Let's start at the beginning with Auschwitz and connect the dots. Auschwitz was known for its network of concentration and extermination camps built and operated in Polish area annexed by Nazi Germany during the Second World War. It was the largest of the German concentration camp. Auschwitz also had a factory called 1G Auschwitz. IG Auschwitz was found in Katowice on April 7, 1941. It was intended to be the largest chemical factory in Eastern Europe, and at the same time a building block on the process of Germanizing the region. According to the plan, the production facilities were to supply the Eastern European markets with plastics in peaceful times, following the use of wartime productions. In addition to German skilled workers and forced laborers from all over Europe, increased numbers of prisoners from Auschwitz concentration camps were deployed in the gigantic construction site. Wow. So you see, over here in this plant, they're performing aviation gasoline, fuel, oil for naval use, various plastics, synthetic fibers, stabilizing agents, resins, methanol, nitrogen, and pharmaceuticals.
Wow.
Yeah, so this whole freaking thing is just chemicals, just a world of chemicals over here, and we could see the man right there responsible for doing this.
So they got this from the Nazis, and they're using it here in the United States.
Don't forget that the Nazis, they're also using the technology right now, Now, Codex Alimentarius. Codex was created by the Food and Agriculture Organizations, FAO, and World Health Organization, WHO. And here's the World Health Organization again coming up in the picture, just like when we did the Ebola show a couple of weeks ago, saying that Ebola is not airborne. But we're getting into that's another case, another thing. But WHO, there's another piece of the proof that it's in the upper echelons of the New World Order. The WHO, I don't trust them.
No, we're not supposed to trust any of these organizations.
The Codex, was created in 1963 by FAO and WHO to develop food standard guidelines and related texts, such as codes of practice under the joint FAO-WHO Food Standards Program. The main purpose of this program are protecting health of the consumers and ensuring fair trade practices in the food trade and promoting coordination of all food standards work undertaken by international governmental and non-governmental organizations. Codex Alimentarius. One day we should do a show about Codex Alimentarius. Have you heard of that?
No, Rob.
Okay, I've heard of it.
Maybe I have, but maybe I didn't
Yeah, exactly. That's what they put in the food, and have a plan for you. They have a plan for me, and they have a plan for all of us, and it's not something that's good. So what does Codex have to do with fluoridation, and just how could a mass fluoridation program be implemented without our knowledge, our consent under Codex guidelines? The answer is WHO has already determined the organization WHO has already determined that fluoride should be included in our food and water supply because it is necessary for public health. Many countries that are currently underground nutrition transmit do not adequate exposure to fluoride. There should be promotion of adequate fluoride exposure via appropriate vehicles, for example, affordable toothpaste, water, salt, and milk. It's the responsibility of natural health authorities to ensure implementation of feasible fluoride programs in their country. Research into the outcome of alternative community fluoride programs should be encouraged. And there's the reference document right there from 1994 World Health Organization Expert Committee. Suggests a level of fluoride from 0.5 to 1.09 milligrams. And if you go down, it talks about Germany being involved in this, the founders of Codex Alimentarius Commission. And here we have the public fluoridation deception. And there's you see the little diagram of the tooth?
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
And you know what kills me? All the problems we have with our teeth, how much of it is responsible when we get our teeth pulled out and everything?
I'm sure a lot of it, Rob.
Pardon?
I'm sure a lot of it. We're destroying our enamel. We're destroying everything.
Exactly. And also they make a lot of fortune. The dental association, the dentists, they make a fortune on this.
Yeah, they do. Because once they pull the teeth out, well, then it becomes dentures.
Exactly. And then after that, they just leave it there. And then after that, once you have dentures and they don't work anymore, you have to buy a new pair of dentures. It never ends.
They break and...
yeah, you could lose them. The Monsanto connection. Monsanto, Cargill, Bass, Bayer, and Advantis or IG Farben are all in partnership under the banner of crop science. They are partnered in various ways, such as BASF. Wasn't that a video? Didn't they have a video cassette? BASF. Do you remember that?
They had Beta.
And BAFs. No, that was VHS. But they used to make a brand. VHS cassettes. I remember buying those in the 80s and 90s.
Plastic, eh?
Pardon?
It was plastic. So plastic and VHS.
And Monsanto used to be just a chemical plant when it first started off. And Monsanto is out of St. Louis. That's where the main headquarters of Monsanto are.
Yeah, but you know what, Rob? What they're doing now is what's keeping them in business. But unfortunately, they're killing us off. That's what's not good.
Monsanto and Cargill are in 50% joint venture partnership. Monsanto makes the seeds, which make the crops, and Cargill makes the fertilizer. So it works just hand in hand. Cargill also just happens to be responsible for 70 to 75% of the hazardous waste hydrofluoric acid used in fluoridation programs. Fluoride action networks. The U.S. government considers the basic chemical compositions of hydrofluoric acid a toxic waste, and fluoride to be on the same when dumped in the water supply. Due to the obvious intriguing aspects of the water disposal policy, there has naturally been quite a bit of curiosity concerning the safety from this public practice. Apparently, however, there are no governmental safe studies currently available on this. Alright, so I'm not going to read the whole article, but you guys get the picture that this whole damn thing, there's acid, there's water, in the water, there's chemicals, and there's the reasons not to fluoridate. Fluoride is a cumulative poison, chromosome damage, kidneys, brains, Alzheimer's. Rat dosed permanently demonstrate hyperactive behavior. Those dosed postnatally demonstrate hyperactivity. Example, underactivity or couch potato syndrome, lowering of IQ, early onset of puberty, affective thyroid glands, arthritis, cancer, infertility, harm, bones brittle. And it is up to us to stand up and say no to mass water fluoridation. If someone wants fluoride, then let him or her take it. I have no problem with that, but to forcibly administer this poison to an unsuspecting and unwilling populace without prior knowledge or consent is criminal. We are not Auschwitz prisoners yet.
Yes, exactly.
But that's coming. That's coming when the New World Order opens up its FEMA camps. But that's for another story. I mean, another show. No fluoride. Our right to choose.
No, I mean, we don't want it, and we have a right to say no to it.
Exactly. And in the next article, we see a great video on the fluoride deception.
Yes, it's right here.
It's right here.
That's the video.
The video, yeah, just don't click on the video.
No, because we're not allowed to play videos on this show.
And here it is. Hey, hailed as a harmless chemical that would prevent tooth decay, new evidence shows how fluoride could be linked to serious health problems. Fluoridation was once advanced in the U.S. at the end of World War II. Proponents argued that fluoride in water and toothpaste would help protect teeth and prevent decay. Over the following decades, fluoride was added to public water supplies across the country. While the benefits of fluoridation have been held to be unquestionable, accumulating evidence points to a fulfilling prospect that fluoride may have serious serious adverse health effects, including infant mortality, congenital defects, and IQ. Now, a new book titled The Fluoride Deception by Christopher Brynson examines the background of the fluoride debate. According to Brynson, research challenges fluoride safety was either suppressed or not conducted in the first place. He says fluoridation is a triumph, not of medical science, but of U.S. government spin.
There's the beautiful toothpaste. I don't know, is there any more here in this article?
The thing is, what I don't get is, why were they so concerned with tooth decay that they had to put it in the water without people knowing about it?
I don't know.
Like, why did they panic? If we're so good, they tell people, yeah, we're putting fluoride because it's actually good. But this is all part of Agenda 21.
No, Rob. What better way to kill us is by, we need water. So what better way to kill us by poisoning our water? Kind of like, what was it, Superman, I think, when they put chocolate in the water so people would drink it.
Chocolate?
Yeah, there was chocolate poisoning, so people loved the taste. Taste of chocolate, let's keep drinking. But
yeah, I know.
It was
yeah, I know.
Poisoning.
It's all these stuff. It's like a chemical radiation soup.
Okay, and the next article again on Monsanto, right?
Yeah, Monsanto, GMOs, fluoridated water, HARP, vaccines, Common Core, Bill Gates, and Agenda 21. The shocking truth that is hidden in plain sight. Of course it's hidden in plain sight. It's just there. People just don't realize what the hell's going on.
And there's a video here. 35 seconds, I think it is.
Yeah. What is Agenda 21 and what does it have to do with Monsanto's GMO, fluoridated water, HARP, vaccines, Common Cores, and Bill Gates? Well, hopefully after explaining the surface of Agenda 21, the rest of the answers will fall into place. Agenda 21, as defined by Wikipedia, is a non-binding, voluntary implemented action plans of the United Nations with regard to sustainable development. It is an action agenda for the UN and other multilateral organizations and individual governments around the world that can be executed at local, national, and global level. Agenda 21 is a 300-page document, groups into 4 sections: social and economic dimensions, conversions and management of resource for development, and we can see what it talks about right here under section 1, section 2, section 3, strengthening the role of major groups, and do we have another section coming up? I believe, yeah, 4. Means of implementation. Implementation includes science, technology, transfer, education, international institutions, and financial mechanism. This all sounds fluffy and wonderful on the surface. Who wouldn't want civilizations living with more sustainability? But then we scratch the surface and we find that the likes of Monsanto has joined the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, joined the ranks of the too big to fail banks and oil industries who are all backing Agenda 21. Yeah, so the big bankers themselves are funding all this stuff.
But yeah, well, that's what it all comes down to: money, 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 money. They
Yeah,
don't.
little do they know that in the next life you do not need money. The UN is using Agenda 21 as a Trojan horse to collectively, privately re-educate the world into a single globalist mindset and eventually depopulate the world. This can all be traced to the roots of the progressive area which spawned the eugenics movement over fears of overpopulation. Remember the days of Hitler drew his inspiration from the progressive movement, which dates back to the early 1900s. In 1907, Indiana passed the first sterilization in human history. The progressives, the New World Order, the Illuminati, call them what you want, will be the goal, has always been the same: control, control, control. They are still obsessed with production, for population control. And you have huge players in the game. Besides Monsanto, we have Bill Gates very involved in the mix. Bill Gates and his wife Melinda Gates run the Gates Foundation, with owns 500,000 shares of Monsanto. Did you know that, Mary? That eugenics, Bill Gates owns 500,000 shares of Monsanto.
No, but that's why I came on this show, so that I learn too, you know, because we're all learning. Everybody is learning the evil stuff out there that's happening.
And it says administrative vaccines, 2/3 of the world countries that have long since been banned in the U.S. that kills and paralyzes children. So Bill Gates, he funds these things, and he knows it kills and paralyzes kids. That and with his cheap computer systems that never work, hackable, that he probably funds the hackers to do this. He's a wonderful guy, this eugenics Bill Gates.
Yeah, but Rob, you know, if it wouldn't be for Bill Gates and his cheap computers, we wouldn't be doing this show, right?
No, I would have spent more money, you know, to do this.
Spend less money, but
you know, but look what it causes: political officially. Yeah, but they were monitoring us with his computers, you know. It's tick and tack. We have to use the weapons against them, what they use, you know. That's what we're doing with the show. I'm sure they're probably saying, he's probably saying, my God, why did I do this? Is there a way to shut up MNR? But it's almost impossible for them to shut us up.
Yeah, and if we get killed, well, you know why.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. All right, now what does it say over here? It says mental. No, number one is
mental. You said number one already.
Yeah, political affiliation and belief to study parent, mental and psychological problems of the student's family, sex behavior or attitudes, illegal antisocial, self-incriminating and demeaning behavior, critical appraisals of other individuals who respond, have a close family relationships, legal recognitions and privilege of analogous relationships, such as those lawyers and physicians administer. Legally, did I read this? Yeah, legally recognized privilege of analogous relationships such as those of lawyers, physicians, and ministers. Religious practices, affiliations of belief of the students or the student's parent, or income.
Right. But wait. Antisocial, number 4, right?
Yeah.
I don't think fluoride has done that much against us because we're not antisocial. We're all on Facebook.
Yeah, but you see that we are, but in a way, in life we're more becoming antisocial because we're all texting each other. We're not even talking on the phone anymore. It's not like a question we're talking. We'd rather be, instead of playing outside or whatever, that's at our ages, like if we're young, we probably want to be in front of the computer playing video games.
Yeah, for sure we would.
We're playing video games, going on the internet, watching movies. And have you noticed, like, when people go out nowadays, like in a restaurant or something, they're all texting at one point and no one's talking to each other. That's sort of an antisocial behavior which might have been caused by fluoride to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's all hand in hand.
Yes, so fluoride water ties right in with Agenda 21 and the population control agenda. If swallowed, do not induce vomiting unless directed to do so by medical personnel. Never give anything by mouth to an unconscious person. Loosen tight clothing such as the collar, tie, belt, or waistband. Get medical attention. Yeah, so if we have this kind of stuff, this chemical, it's no good. Look, it could cause eye irritation and burns, may cause chemical, conjunctive, and corneal damage.
And we're taking all this in.
And look what it says. Large amounts may cause salivation, thirst, nausea, vomiting, hypermotility, diarrhea, abdominal pain. Ew. May affect behavior, central nervous systems, nervous systems, headaches, nervousness, dizziness, seizures, convulsions, tremor, muscle weakness, somnolence, respiration, respiratory depression, dyspnea, cardiovascular system, weak pulse, hypertension, dysurithymus, cardiac arrest, liver, urinary system, polyuria, polydyspia, brain, metabolism, loss of appetite, hyperchlomia, teeth, bones, blood changes in red and white cells, count, interference in blood coagulation, inhalations. Oh my God, it just goes on and on and on. Look at it. It's just, we need a doctor here to explain all these things. And it just goes on and on. That just sounds like about every disease out there.
Yeah, all what you can add. It sounds worse than Ebola.
It does. HARP. Well, we know what HARP is. High frequency auroral project research. HARP is it's just basically a weapon, a weather weapon that causes earthquakes and also causes weather changes. It can manipulate the weather changes, which is part of Agenda 21, and that's why we're talking about it now, you know, about HARP. And I think we've done shows on HARP for people that don't know about it.
For sure.
So we're not so we're not going to harp on HARP tonight, no pun intended. Maybe I was doing it as a pun, but yeah. So that's it for the HARP, and right here, it goes hand in hand with food poisoning. And here's a great video about Agenda 21 commercial.
Yeah, there's
which we can't play, which unfortunately we can't play.
There's your good buddy Bill Gates.
Look at him. There's the eugenics, Mario. He's eating eugenics, and I don't like that.
More videos on Bill Gates.
Yeah, GMOs. Bill Gates supports GMOs as high-tech agriculture. Geez, I wonder if he eats any of that stuff, eh?
No.
And we have a social engineer, Tristan Megan, a whistleblower. And another great video here, the problem with fluoride.
Yeah, we should watch the video.
Hi, hidden enemies with weather modification and genetically modified foods. And this lady here talks about it, and it's a good video for you folks. You'll learn a lot over here for people that want to learn more about it.
Robin O'Brien, Irish.
Exactly. Agenda 21 and how it will affect you. And chemtrails, that's another topic we've done. You see, it all ties into fluoridation. Geez, I wonder if our dentists know about this. If they watch our show, maybe next time we go, they'll say we did them a favor.
I'm sure they'd be interested. You know, but chemtrails are from the sky.
Right.
And fluoride is from the water, so they're getting us in different ways.
Exactly. So it just works hand in hand, like the way fluoride is. And the next
article
here, debate is still raging over fluoride in Quebec. We're talking about the province of Quebec, where we're from. A province is like a state. For you folks out there in the United States that are maybe wondering, or people around the South America, don't forget this is a worldwide transmission live, which will be recorded also later on, so it can be seen anywhere around the world with internet access. And the article here is Quebec City. What is more refreshing on a hot sunny day than a glass of water? It's satisfying and vital to our health. So when it comes to adding chemicals to drinking water, it's no wonder many parents cringe. It's always, you know, when you add chemical stuff to the water you drink, you always want to know for sure if it's fine for you, said concerned parent Marie-Hélène Boudreau. I know that for kids under 2, they advise for even the toothpaste not having fluoride. However, she said she trusts public health authorities in Quebec will eventually make the right decision about fluoride and dental health. Teeth are exactly what public health authorities in Quebec are concerned about. Only 54% of Quebecers under the age of 9 go to dentists despite having full coverage, and fluoridation is considered a cheap and effective way to reduce tooth cavities, especially in children. It's a problem. Quebec Public Health Authorities is recommending that the province increase its fluoridation penetration rate from 3% to 50%. This means that more cities, including Montreal, would have to agree to treat their water with fluoride. Currently, only 8 cities across Quebec use fluoride: Dorval, Pointe-Claire, Richmond, Montgomery, Lévis, St. George, Châteauguay, and La Prairie. The Primary Commission in April recommended that we act and intervene on social accessibility, says Health Minister Jean Hubert. It's a problem. Some hesitations around fluoride is over concerns that too much of it can cause teeth to change color. In my country, France, fluoride is only added to salt, said concerned parent and French citizens Claude Montou. Quebec's health minister is considering launching a widespread awareness campaign but isn't sure. The Parti Québécois once promised to ban fluoride. Lies, more lies. All lies. What, Mario?
Yeah, big lies.
We should examine that the money we're going to put in promoting fluoridation is worth it compared with the others. Priorities in public health, added Herbert. That's the decisions we're going to have to make in the next months. Grandmother Lise Melush at the park with her 2 grandchildren had this message for the minister. Listen for the public health and do. Just add a little bit of fluoride. It's no big percentage in the water.
Now, Guy Hebert quit apparently, today. Dr. What's his name? Hebert.
Today?
Yeah, he quit.
You mean today?
Yeah, today. He resigned because...
It does not tie in with our show tonight.
Yeah.
Geez, I wonder why he quit.
Well, he quit because he lost, well, the PQ lost, so they're, you know, he's moving on.
Well, that's something I just learned now, that he quit, and we're talking about him tonight. Wow, isn't it?
It's a small world.
It's a big connection. What?
The small world of information.
That comes together, glue. That comes into glue. Now,
the next article.
Henry Aubin. The issue of fluoridated water has resurfaced. Montreal, after years of obscurity, the idea of fluoridating the water supply is back. Provincial public health officials are pressing the Parti Québécois, but now they're not in power anymore, to retreat. Thank God. Bless. We count our blessings on that, right, Mario?
Yeah.
The Parti Québécois to retreat from its 2012 election pledge to end all fluoridation of water. The PQ government health minister ex-Régent Hubert favors a U-turn in principle, but he says we won't urge municipalities to fluoridate their water unless popular opinions back him. Public health officials will therefore soon launch a pro-fluoride PR campaign. Is fluoridating water to reduce cavities in teeth a good idea? It's hard for ordinary lay people such as myself to know, but whether the truth lies in the extremely controversial questions of many fluoride proponents to portray their critics as nitwits is uncalled for. As an open piece in Wednesday's Gazette by Montreal cardiologist Christopher Labose offered an example. He lumped fluoridation critics in with the body fluids nutcase in the movie Dr. Strangelove. The complexity was apparent the last time Montreal considered fluoridation. That was in 1987 when Mayor Jean Doré sought to fluoridate and thus followed the leads of 8 West Island suburbs. There are Bay d'Urf, Beaconsfield, Dollar des Ormeaux, Dorval, Kirtland, Pointe-Claire, Sainte-Anne de Bellevue, and Centerville. All still use fluoridated water. When Dore submitted the proposal to a city council committed for scrutiny, everyone expected slam dunk approval. At the committee's public hearings, public officials officially stressed that such establishment organizations as the Canadian Dental Association, the Canadian Medical Association, and the World Health Organization had endorsed the fluoridation as an effective, safe, and inexpensive way to reduce tooth decay, particularly among children. Aren't you glad that Montreal does not have
Hold on, Rob.
in the water?
Hold on. This is why I paused it right here. Haven't you not noticed something about all those cities or those towns?
What?
Bill, cities, whatever, towns or districts in Montreal? You didn't notice it's all the West Islands, I should say.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Know the West Island, what there is.
So people that live in the West Island.
No, Rob, hold on. No, it's not that. They're all Anglophones that live there. So they want to dumb down Anglophones. That's my point.
What about Centerville?
Also.
Is it Anglophone?
That's all West Island. That's where all the English are. You want to dumb them down. Makes sense.
Well, that's what the P2 wanted to do, that. Dumb them down. And it's only dumbing them down. If that would be the only case of it, it wouldn't be as bad as what they're trying to do. What it causes. What fluoride actually causes. And I'm not going to get into it now because we know what it causes because we read it before.
Yeah, people just got to rewatch this show.
This broadcast over here, but I think not even the Parti Québécois back then knew the full effects of fluoridation. And it says over here, there's more examples of fluoride. The American Dental Association claims that fluoride can cut cavities by, let's see over here, how many percentage? 20 to 40%. Yeah, 20 to 40% also faces increased challenge because more than 3 of the 4 Ontarians live in the areas use fluoridated water in contrast to about 1 in 20 Quebecers. One might assume that Ontario youths would have fewer cavities from their Quebec peers. In 2010, however, Statistics Canada breakdown of cavities rates showed that the difference in the 6 to 11 range was minimal. Ontario children average 1.7 cavities compared to 1.76 among Quebecers. In the 12 to 19 age bracket, Ontarians average 2.35 cavities versus Quebec's 2.79. So that means there's more in Ontario using it, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have as much cavities as Quebecers, but not by much.
But Rob, even though this is all stats, it's proven that fluoride has nothing to do with cavities and taking care of teeth. You know, it has.
The dentists, they tell you take that because they learn that in dental school, medical. And how much do you have to take of this medicine? Like you had to rinse your mouth like all the time, two times a day. I used to do it in like 2003, 2004, whatever. And it's no good.
No, and it's useless. People have to stop using it.
Exactly.
Now, if you want to stop using it, we'll end with this article, How to Make Toothpaste, and the ingredients.
Whether you don't like the flavor of commercial toothpaste or who's making it, or looking ways to cut down expenses, making toothpaste can be fun project that anyone who's into it, who's into making their own stuff. Plus, you can avoid many of the artificial ingredients contained in commercial toothpaste, such as sweeteners, usually sauerkraut, used flavors, preservatives, and artificial flavors. The ingredients are half a cup of baking soda, one quarter cup of hydrogen peroxide, 1/4 cup of water, optional 3 teaspoons of glycerine, 3 teaspoons of, I can't even pronounce it, xylitol, 1 cup of cold water, 1 cup of hot water, 1/4 cup of water.
Yeah, but you just need the first 3 ingredients to make it.
Exactly, because the other ones I don't know, especially the xylitol.
No, I don't know. So this is the step. So just show you fast.
Yeah, exactly. To pour half a cup of baking into a mixing bowl. Well, we're not going to say the whole thing. We're just going to go down and show how to make toothpaste.
Add 3 spoons, 1 gram, 15 grams of glycerin for every 1 1/4 cup. 55 grams of dry mixture. And the next one looks like I see peroxide.
Yeah, peroxide. That's very healthy. Hydrogen peroxide.
And
One
a drop of peppermint oil. I guess that's for the flavor.
I get, yeah, I would, yeah, essential oil, peppermint, yeah, exactly. I guess it's for the flavor. If you're not into the peppermint flavor, some alternatives are made cinnamon, vanilla extracts, fennel, ginger, and almond extract. I wonder how the vanilla would taste, eh?
It would be very nice. I'm sure you'd probably want to eat it.
Exactly. And number 4, it says mix the hydrogen peroxide and baking soda until it is a paste. If you need to mix in the hydrogen peroxide until you get the right consistency, see warnings below. Okay. Store the toothpaste in small plastic containers where it won't dry out. You can purchase a small empty lotion bottle that you can squeeze out the toothpaste onto it. And then it talks about something else that many people have, back pain, but that's something else, I guess.
And this is the tips.
Food coloring, yeah, exactly. I wonder how long it takes to make this.
I don't know. I guess so.
Well, someone that knows how to bake.
Anyhow, I guess that's it for
that. But the thing is, yeah, we're gonna have to make toothpaste.
Yeah, we should make a video when they're making that. That would be interesting.
We'll need someone that we'll need to go someone that knows how to cook to make toothpaste, because I certainly don't.
You don't need to be a chef to do that.
No, but we need a kitchen and everything to do such toothpaste. That would be something good to do. We're knowing if you and I did it, there would be something that would go wrong, and we'd put the toothpaste in our mouth. It would probably dry up, and then we can't get it out. It would be like jam to our teeth or something. I could see some kind of technicality that will go like this.
Yeah, it would mess up, definitely.
And it'll stick to our teeth, and we'll be like this. We won't want to talk anymore or something. Because certainly we are not cooks of any kind.
No, we're informators. That's what we are, informators.
Does that exist?
I don't know. Just made up a new word if it doesn't exist. I'm not a dictionary. I just come up with stuff.
Maybe informators. Maybe there should be a new word in a dictionary. Isn't there a website where we can actually submit words to put up in the dictionary? It would surprise me there's such a website on that.
No, they might call me Transformer instead.
Maybe, or something else, Mesmerizer or something. But anyhow, we hope you enjoyed our... What?
In brief, what we learned about today.
About fluoridation and the New World Order, and you could look up more information because there's a whole world of information out there. We just basically covered the basics of it all and what the New World Order has planned in the coming, they've been doing for the coming years and what they're planning to do next with fluoride. And I guess that's it. Any final thoughts, Mario?
No, just be careful with the fluoride. Take it easy take it easy with it. You know, I mean, it is deadly. Do your research. Keep researching on this. Keep researching on everything out there so that you know, because knowledge is what makes us better and what gets us even going. We can outsmart our enemies just by doing our research, and keep watching the show and keep posting on the conspiracy talk.
That's and we'll be back. Yes, and we'll be back next week. We'll be back next week. We'll have a hell of a show, that's for sure. So don't miss that. And we want to say good night, wherever you may be, or good day, and we will see you all next week. God bless you all. Thank you very much for watching the show. We appreciate all of viewers out there, anywhere and everywhere. Thank you. Good night.